Welcome back to our channel. We are the Amanas. Welcome back to our channel. We are the Amanas. Welcome back to our channel. We are the Amanas. Hello guys.
Hello everyone.
Welcome back to our channel.
Welcome back.
And
Good to
we
see
want
you.
to welcome you, sir.
Thank you.
We missed you.
I was on public holiday.
Really? How was it?
Quite good.
Good to have you back.
Good to have you back too.
And to our new members, we welcome you.
Welcome, yeah.
A lot of members have joined us lately.
Praise the Lord.
My Igbo people. I don't know. Let me not offend others. I don't know if they're all Igbos, but from that Igbo
Your
dance,
Igbo people, your Yoruba people,
Yeah.
your Hausa people, your Nigerian people,
Let-
your
let
Ghanaian
me-
people,
let me just say my
your South
in-laws.
African people, your Kenyan people, your
my in-laws,
European people, your American people, Chinese people, Australian people,
all of them.
your global people.
Yes,
Yeah.
but the ones that are close to my heart are my in-laws.
Okay.
Because they told me that I did well. Thank you guys. I really appreciate. Okay. I appreciate. And we welcome you. Thank you for joining us. We are the Amanas. My name is Outreach.
My name is Jeff.
And we are the Amanas.
That's so.
Welcome. Our old members, please, let's go and welcome them. Hug them. Give them a high five and say welcome to church. All right, guys, we are back, and it's good to be back together with the husband of my soul. I missed you too. So
I missed you too.
okay, whatever. So guys, today we are starting a series of how we planned our wedding, going on to how our wedding was and everything wedding. Okay, so it's just gonna be in segments. Yeah,
That's good.
but nobody saying that's good, like you're not. So number one point, we had to seek God.
Very important.
We had to seek God and told God that these are our plans. We want to get married. Financially, we need you. Emotionally, we need you. Spiritually, physically, we needed God. Okay, we couldn't do it on our own. Our trust was in the Lord, and I think that's very important because marriage is a huge step to take. Like,
Many other plans of a man's heart, but it's the Lord that, that establishes these plans,
True.
So it's important that, in carrying out a marriage plan, you allow God guide, lead, instruct, help you through it. That's so important.
Very, very important.
And also, there are lots of people who are dating and are believing God, not believing God per se, but believing to get married, but are unable to cross dating to marriage. And that bridge, it is God that really constructs it. And so if you really, really desire to get married, you want to also spend time praying and seeking the Lord. All right. Courtship's not a time for you to have fun. It's a time for, of course, it'll be fun, but really, if you want to transcend from just dating to marriage, you've got to get some spiritual power attached to your relationship. That's so important. Allow God flow through you guys and grant you favor to help you get into marriage. That's important. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Number two, we had to discuss the kind of wedding that we wanted, taking into consideration that I'm Tonga, I'm South African, my husband is Nigerian, he's Igala. So we had to now sit down and discuss, what do we want? And was it difficult for us?
Really?
It wasn't, because for me, I really wanted to put that stamp that I am getting married to a Nigerian. So I wanted that Nigerian feel, okay? I wanted to have that Nigerian traditional wedding. I know in Nigeria, you have your traditional wedding first, and then you have your white wedding. So I wonder if they can hear us.
Yeah.
So here we don't do that. Here our traditional, we don't even have traditional wedding. We only have lobola. Then we have the
The
wedding.
lobola is the payment of the bride price.
Yeah. Then you have the wedding. So I was like, I want that traditional Nigerian wedding feel. So we had to incorporate all that together. So we had our white wedding in the morning and our reception, the normal reception, and then in between the reception we had now to do the traditional wedding. We had Nigerian band. I did all the Nigerian dances as you saw in my last video that I'm and then I was doing all the changing, going out, coming in with different clothes. You will see that in our next videos. So I was so proud that I'm getting married to a Nigerian, and I really wanted people to know that I'm proud of it and I'm doing it. So
We thank God.
yeah, we are. My husband had to travel home to get all the Nigerian materials. That's how serious it was.
It was really serious.
It was really serious. I told him that, sir, this one, you need to go home. So he traveled all the way to Nigeria to get all the materials. And as if you don't know, Nigerians, they have beautiful, beautiful clothes, beautiful,
Beautiful materials
Material.
and beautiful designs and wonderful tailors.
Yeah, we'll talk about that on our other videos. But I was so confused. I didn't know what I wanted because I was showing him different styles like every day. I was like, I want this, I want this, I want this. But I finally got, if it was now, I would have chose something crazy, man. Because now I think
So are you saying what you had was not good enough?
no, at that time it was okay, but now because I think I'm now Nigerialized. I'm now a Nigerian. I have seen different types. I'm like, man, our 10th year anniversary. We're rock, man. Yeah, so that was it. We had to now.
I wish I was able to wear your traditional clothes. It's just that your traditional clothes is like the rainbow. You must put a picture of your traditional clothes, right?
I will.
They have red, white, green, yellow, pink, purple, pure rainbow, like your, like your.
So
when you get done dressing, you don't even know where you are.
I wore my traditional clothes recently. We were home for my grandmother's funeral. May her soul rest in peace. My husband, as I came out, said, my wife, your traditional clothes are new.
So many colors. No, well. But I think that if
When we
so
are now
many of
many,
them are dressed
it looks,
up, if there are so many of them,
pretty.
then it looks really colorful. That's what I think.
So, and another thing we forgot, babe,
Yeah.
when it comes to planning,
Yes.
this one is very important. Or maybe we'll talk about it. No, we need to talk about it now. It's part of the planning. So with the planning, you know I'm Tonga, right? In my or where I come from, I know Nigerians will be like, what? At the wedding, you have speech by grandma, like your maternal grandma, your paternal grandma, your uncles, your church reps, your friends, your neighbors, and
Maybe even your enemies.
your parents, and that's both sides, okay? So it will be my neighbor, his
Then my
neighbor,
neighbors,
my parents, his parents,
your grandparents,
my grandparents,
My
his
grandparents.
grandparents, my uncles, his uncles, sometimes even aunt. Yes, not sometimes. Your aunt, my aunt. And
Giving
then
speeches
they're talking, okay? They're
At-
all
at the
giving
wedding.
you orders
at the wedding.
how to take care of your wife,
I
how
think,
to
I
take
think
care of your
right at this
husband.
point, it's expedient that you let them know how long the wedding takes.
Yeah.
It starts at what time?
So
So at 9 or 10.
your aunt as well. Let me finish them.
No, time first. Time. When does wedding
We
start?
start at 9, but
And close at what time?
that 9, it will not be 9. It will be like
Because you're
10.
Africans.
Yeah.
Then you close at what time?
Then the wedding will close maybe 10 in the evening.
12 hours.
Yeah, like we're there.
Wedding.
So
Because of a lot of talking.
yeah, we have a lot of speech.
Yeah.
So when I told my husband, he said, "God forbid."
God forbid. I don't.
He was like, "Never, not at my wedding." So
I'll
I
be
was
having
like,
speeches the whole day. Hello, Jay. Say hi
Hi,
to everybody.
Say hello, guys.
Hello, guys.
Smile.
Small boo boo.
So my husband was like, "God forbid, that is not happening. That is not happening. Not." He likes to say, if he is saying something will not happen, he say, "Even if I was sleeping in my dream and I was dreaming, I'll wake up from that dream." So he said, even if he was dreaming, he was at a wedding, and all those speeches were happening, he will wake up. So now I also understood that, okay, I'm marrying somebody from a different culture, from a different country now. I need to...
People have to come to the wedding and go back home early.
Yeah. So now we had to compromise, okay? So I spoke to my dad. I'm like, "Papa, see, this is what is going on. The man that I'm marrying," he says, "the speeches will not happen." And then my dad was like, "But how do you feel?" I'm like, "I understand his point. It makes sense." And another thing was that he was very considerate. He agreed that we do everything at my place. So we now had to make a compromise and said, fine, we are going to do all these speeches because I don't want to deprive my people of that. So we now agree that we're going to have our Tonga wedding on Friday. And then Saturday we have Nigerian kind of wedding with no speech and whatnot.
Speech, but not long speeches.
Not long, yeah. The ones that he's used to. Yeah. So that's what we did.
What do you mean the ones I'm used to? Short speeches that don't take time, so you close early and people can travel back. That's it.
But the one that we are used to, we don't close.
But on Saturday, you ended up giving a speech for almost an hour. Can you imagine, on your wedding day? On your wedding day, you're giving a speech almost an hour. Whoa, 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 whoa. Never seen that in my life. Well, it was nice.
Anyway. So yes, we're going to talk more about the Friday and Saturday wedding in our next video. So yes, that was us planning the kind of wedding that we wanted. Number 3, this one is very, very important. Very important. Discussing the budget.
That's the big boy there.
It's important here.
No, it's important to everybody.
I'm joking, to everybody. Yeah, you talk.
It's important to everybody. To the woman, it's important. To the man, it's important.
Yeah. So guys,
So what was your budget for your wedding?
we didn't... I think I'm gonna
You
lie.
didn't have a budget. You just had...
We didn't have a budget. I just
you
knew what I
you
wanted.
didn't have a budget. You had millions. You just want to just keep on going.
I wanted all those nice decoration with flowers and everything, like every girl would want, you know. And like I wasn't really thinking at that moment, but thank God for for this man here. So this man, he really cut off almost everything.
Is that true?
Everything that I was not thinking about.
Yeah, I think that's a better statement.
Yeah, not everything, but I mean, everything that I was extravagant about. So the man gave me sense. In Nigeria, I would say he gave me sense. I wasn't really like looking at the future. I was only looking at that day, which is a mistake that a lot of girls do. We only think about that event, the wedding. We want everybody to come and say, wow, Outreach wedding was a bomb. The decoration was, her gown was well, but okay, we'll talk about that now. So we just want people to be talking about our wedding, and yes, they will talk about it, but you must always remember that they'll just talk about it for just a few minutes. After that, it's over. Now it's you, your husband, and debts. And you must know that where the foundation has debts, then
it's going to be a problem.
It's going to be a problem.
I'd advise everybody who gets married to not get married with debts.
Yeah. So my husband gave me sense. Like we sat down, he told me, and it wasn't easy, okay? It wasn't an easy thing to just change my mind, because I was like, this man is just being stingy. Only now or only after the wedding.
No. I must interject here. You make it look like you had a bad wedding. You had an excellent wedding.
It was beautiful.
And we spent too much money.
A lot.
Even don't make it look like I convinced you not to spend money. You still spent.
We spent a
excessive amount of money.
But
just make it straight.
Depending on what I wanted.
You only learned after the wedding was finished that you shouldn't have spent the money you spent.
Yeah.
That's important. So don't make it look like you didn't spend the money. You still spent the money.
But
when the wedding finished, then you realize I shouldn't have spent what I spent on the wedding. That's the point I'm making.
There was no need for that.
So let's go straight to the point. Number one, I think budgets for wedding, very important. Clothes. Clothes must be top notch. Get the best clothes.
Yeah.
I also believe that food must be excellent, and there must be more than enough food, no matter how many we have coming. People should be able to eat once, twice, thrice, and whatever. I mean, you should get full. For me, I believe the wedding, make sure you have good food, make sure you have enough food, make sure you have good clothes, make sure you have good cameras, and nice pictures, very beautiful ones. I think those are really important.
Yeah, so the things that he said, those were like our top of the list, things that we didn't mind spending on. We wanted good cameras. We spent a lot of money. Our clothes, we spent a lot of money. Our rings, anything that was for us. So at the end of all the discussion, we now came to a conclusion
the food for us?
No, but food is important. You don't want people to say we didn't eat food at that wedding. So anything that was for us, we were like, okay, here we're going to spend. Decoration.
All right, let's move on.
So with the decor, as I said, that I wanted all those, the flowers everywhere. But my husband was like, this thing is for one day. And you must always remember that when people are now there, you'll not even see that decoration.
The decor was fine. She'll put all the pictures and you tell.
It was beautiful, of course. But what were you different with now?
No, I'm agreeing. I think decor should be good, but not overly expensive. There are things where money should go to. That's the point. And there are places where money should not go to so much. One, money should go to food, money should go to clothing, rings, camera, for the sake of having great memories.
So what about decor?
Then money should go to decor averagely. That's what I think. And when I say averagely, I don't mean 2,000 rands. Still have decor that when people come around, be like, wow, you spend money, this is beautiful, and stuff like that. Our wedding was in our village, all right, in the church building that was still being built and was not completed, but we did as much as we could to, make the place look as beautiful as possible. And I think it was really nice. I think so. I think so.
It was really nice, but just to make you guys laugh a bit when it comes to decor, okay? I wanted something very beautiful.
What do you mean something very beautiful?
Maybe like
No, you wanted something very expensive. That's what you're saying. You wanted something extremely expensive.
So my husband was like, he's not paying.
Yeah.
Instead of him paying that money, we should now start.
I said, instead of paying, no, listen, friends. I said, I don't want to call the amount that she wanted me to spend. But I said, instead of spending that money, I will go and buy the seats myself. I'll go and buy the tables. I'll go and buy the decor stuff.
Is that business?
I'll buy everything so that when it's ended, I'll start renting those things to people to pay me, because it didn't make any sense to spend that kind of money just to decorate the wedding for one day, and once the wedding is over,
it's over.
Those things are gone. Like they come and park a truck by the church and start packing everything off, and then it's gone. No. Then I would rather buy all of those things with my money, pay people, not even pay people.
Oh, but
decorate myself.
So this is what happened, because now he's twisting the whole story. You want to make it look like it was a nice idea. So guys, it was not a nice idea.
It was a nice idea
when it came, okay? Imagine when you're planning a wedding, somebody's telling you that, no, let's buy our own things, own chairs, tables. And then I asked him, fine, I agree, we can do that. It's a good business. People are making a lot of money out of that business. But who is going to do the decor for us? The husband of my soul. He said, me.
I said, I volunteer myself.
I said, sir?
Based on the budget you brought.
Oh!
Based on the budget you brought.
Now the Nigerian accent came. Is it how you don't know me? Is it how you don't know me? I'll do that decor myself. I said, when? He said, Friday. As I enter there Friday. As I enter on Friday, all those boys in your village, you just call them for me. I'll pack those things. Everything will... I said, sir, I do not work.
Let me tell you guys something. There are people who I know whose weddings did not cost as much. The entire wedding did not cost anywhere as much as the budget for the decor that she brought.
Guys, that decor one was...
So I said never.
I don't know how many people we went to.
Never.
To talk to about this decor. My husband was like, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. I'm not paying that. But it was making sense at that point, but I was getting frustrated as well, you know.
What was making sense?
What you were saying, that is a lot of money that we're just going to waste for one day. But I'm like, I remember one day I even said, everybody's doing it. People are paying that money.
And what was my answer? I said, I'm not everybody.
You said, I'm not everybody. Your point was,
I'd rather buy all those things. Yes. Yes.
You even knew the places where you could buy.
Yes. And I went. I actually went to the shops to go check the prices. I calculated, No. I did my calculation. I said, if I'm going to spend this amount of money for decoration, then I'd rather buy all those things. I'd rather buy the seats, the decor stuff, the tables, the carpets, whatever, the flowers. I will buy everything. So when the wedding is over, I will start a rental business.
I asked you, I said, okay, fine. If you say you do the decor. Well, at some point, I was also thinking about it. I'm like, it's a good business. But the sense in me was coming back. Like, this thing is talking about it will not work, okay? It's our wedding. We can't go and be doing decoration ourselves. Then I asked him, I said, so, babe, after the wedding, who will now be packing our stuff? He said, the boys that will be helping me, I will tell them. After the wedding, they will come and help me pack. I said, let's leave this business. We'll do it when we are married.
Let me tell you. I know people who did their decor for their wedding.
It's possible.
It's possible. Depending on the amount of people who are coming for your wedding.
Yes.
If you're expecting 30 people or 40 people, I think that's really easy. You can quickly set up tables and stuff like that. It can work. But we were expecting over 1,000 people. for the wedding. And if you're expecting over 1,000 people, you cannot be decorated for over 1,000 people when the wedding is your wedding.
And ask our decorator what time he arrived on Friday. Everybody was there, but my husband.
I was driving.
Everybody was waiting for my husband. He got there around 11 p.m.
When they had finished.
Today, before we shot this video, I was asking, I said, do you remember that you wanted to do deco? So, if we agreed to your plan, then you will do the deco.
I would have arrived at 11 p.m. Then I started deco till 10 in the morning when the wedding is about to start.
You know what I'm saying? The groom is not bad. He was still doing that.
I will run to go have my bath. When I get back to church, they'll say, my friend, the balloons are not here yet.
See, the person wanted to do some balloons.
So, anyway, my point is, you can spend money on decoration, but don't waste. Don't waste because it's only going to be there for a couple of hours and it's gone. The money is gone.
And the painful thing, babe, what I was
I'd rather buy an expensive ring. It's going to be on my wife's finger and my finger. I'd rather buy expensive clothes for us. It's our clothes. My suits, her gown, whatever she's having to wear. And then I'd rather spend money on food. We'll have good food to eat.
What about drinks?
Drinks too. Food, of course. Together. Food, drinks, whatever. That would be really good.
Did you have a lot of drinks in the morning?
I think so. What do you think? Why are you laughing? See.
We had enough drinks, but...
How many cows did you kill?
3.
3 cows. Not 3 small cows. 3 giant mature cows. When they look at you, you think they're elephants. 3.
So guys, what we're trying to say is, when you're planning a wedding, one must be very strict when it comes to spending. Because if you are both the same, you'll end up spending unnecessarily.
Yes.
So my husband was that strict person. He was reasonable when it comes to things that he knew that, okay, this is for us. Like his own suit, the man really spent a lot of money. And my gown, he really spent a lot of money. My ring, he really spent a lot of money. But things that were just there, he was like, no way, we're not doing that. And then when it comes to drinks, the reason I was laughing, when I went home, he told me, he said, you know what, I've spent enough already. So when you get home, don't call me about anything. Whatever that is not there, is not there. We are not doing again. What we have done is enough. So when I got home, I realized that our drinks were not enough. I was calling him and said, I told you, don't call me about anything. I said, baby, we need drinks. You know what? Don't you have a tap in your church? I said, we do. Okay, those people will drink water, okay? As long as there's meat.
Let me tell you guys. See, this is a great advice. When you're planning a wedding, sit down without any fake picture in your mind. Be relaxed. Have a visible idea, smart, concrete, nice idea about your wedding. Draw out a budget, all right? And stick to the budget, no matter what happens.
Very important.
Because when the wedding becomes 1 or 2 weeks to the day of the wedding, people will call you.
A lot of things will just come
The people who are in charge of food, drinks, that and that.
They'll frustrate you.
They'll tell you things and they want money. They want money. And they want money. And they want money. And before you know it,
and you find that all those things are not really necessary. The wedding can really go on and be
that's the truth.
Those things.
That's the truth. But they put you under pressure and now you have to run everywhere. You have to go up and down and try to meet all of those things, which doesn't make sense at all. You know, that's so you have to just draw out a budget and stick to the budget. I know, of course, there may be things that you may not have envisaged while drawing out the budget that may come up. So you weigh their level of importance. If it's really important, it's really important, then pay attention to it. If you judge it as not so important, let it slide, all right? And number 2, don't try to impress people. Don't try to impress people. All right. Do what's important. Do what you can. Do what your money is able to carry. All right? And don't force yourself beyond necessary. And don't get into debt. It's not worth it. When we're getting married, after we had paid decor, food, and whatnot, I had paid everything. I kept aside some money. And I said, I'm not going to touch this amount of money, no matter what happens. That's why when she was calling for the drinks, I said, tell them they should drink water. Yeah, I bought drinks, I bought things I'm going to buy, and that's it. If they don't have enough drinks, is there no tap in your church? There's water tap. They should turn on the tap and drink the water. But this money I have, I will not touch it. When I come back from my wedding, my standard of living would not go down. I would not beg anybody. I would not ask anybody. I will have more than enough money to make sure there's more than enough food in my house. And my wife can buy anything we want to buy, go anywhere we want to go to, and still enjoy life after the wedding. And truly speaking, when our wedding finished, we never had one single day of ever thinking, oh, we don't have money. We just got married now. We don't have money. We broke. We don't know what to do. Never. We got married and still had surplus money. Why? Because I made up my mind. I'm not going to get married and get broke. It's not going to happen. Not at all. So it's important you draw out a clean, clear budget and stick to the budget. Don't allow people sway you and make you do stuff you never planned to do. That's very important. Now, talk about camera and lightings and videos. It's so important that you have beautiful pictures that remind you of your beautiful day.
That's the only thing you'll have.
Marriage happens once in a lifetime. That's how it's supposed to happen, of course. And so if it's once in a lifetime for you, you should have great memories of it. So I think you should have beautiful videos and beautiful pictures.
When it comes to pictures and videos.
So if you have to pay for quality pictures, why not? You have to pay for quality videos, why not? Well, if I will confess a bit, when we got the budget for the pictures, I say, B, can I buy a camera and give someone to snap?
You said it, right? You said this camera, I'll use it in church. We'll be checking.
I said, I'll buy a camera. We'll take pictures there. When we finish, it's still going to be our camera. We'll use it in church.
So my husband is an accountant, okay? So every cent counts.
Every cent counts.
So you don't just spend. But that one, he wasn't really fussy about it. Because I think you were like, no, we need nice pictures.
I think it's important also.
So that one you were just saying, you were thinking about it, but you were not fussy about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we spent a lot of money. I also thought it was really high, the price they charged us for pictures, but it was worth it.
Pictures and video.
Yeah, and video. But it was worth it. The pictures are beautiful. They are awesome. Pretty.
Yes.
Like they took every little detail. We remember everything that was happening because everything.
Practically everything.
Yeah, they were very good.
Everything.
They were really good.
Very good pictures.
Yeah.
And the next will be food.
Okay.
Food. Well, for food, you have to judge the kind of people you're inviting to your wedding and then determine what kind of food you like to have, what kind of food you like to eat, and then make sure it's more than enough. For us, it was what?
Yeah. We had a lot of food. Our food was really nice.
It was a lot of food.
We had a lot. And we had a lot of people. We're going to put a picture of the crowd that we had. It was crazy. It was crazy, guys. It was really crazy. My husband, when he came on Friday, since we said that we had a wedding on Friday and Saturday, when he came on Friday and saw the people, he was like, what? What are they going to eat? But people ate
because
on
we're going to eat Friday night.
And people ate on
Saturday again.
So usually when there's a wedding, after the wedding in the house, you still have food. Like food is remaining. People are eating in the evening. People are there chilling, laughing, talking. So I thought it will be like that even for us.
The food will be just too much.
Because as he said, we had 3 cows. But that Saturday, we didn't eat. And then I was like, no, we'll eat.
But we had food.
They gave us food, but excitement, you can't really eat. So we didn't eat. And then after the whole thing, We now went home. I'm thinking, there's plenty food in the house to eat. As I got there, people were eating scones.
Food was finished.
Food was finished.
People were just too much.
There was nothing like dololo. I'm like, what is going on?
But because the food was nice also.
The food was really nice.
People kept on eating.
Yeah, the food
It was a lot of
really
food.
nice. We got a very good cook.
It was a lot of food. It was nice.
So, yeah, we had a lot of people, but everybody ate. People were satisfied. It was nice.
It was really good.
So, thank you guys. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you guys.
We hope you learned a thing or two. Whatever that we did not cover in this video, we'll continue in our next video. And please don't forget to subscribe.
Subscribe,
Please just press that subscribe button.
Subscribe.
It's free. And please share, like, and comment. We really enjoy hearing from you guys. It's really interesting and nice. Thank you so much. May God bless you.
God bless you.